do in service for the divine. And I really want to thank you for your courage to do what you do. You know, it's like I think I told you, I apprenticed with medicine women like 30 years ago. And 30 years ago, it's like, oh my God, for speaking the way you do right now, we were practically stoned.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think some of us who have been doing this a long time and living, you know, I would say as spirit in body, consciously aware, you know, we're still sort of like keeping a low profile, you know, and
I
then,
do.
so I really appreciate, you know, the courage and you're so confident and you're channeling so much love. You're so pure. And I just really, really, really appreciate the work that you do. I can imagine how many people you help and you touch. And I look forward to working with you, Tanya.
Thank you, Maya, and I really appreciate that. I'm very honored. And I agree with what you're saying. Like there's so many of the women that I'm working with, they've got so much past cellular memory of being killed for speaking so courageously and speaking truth. And a lot of us, including myself, I've been shown past lives where I was. And I feel like that's what I'm here really helping powerfully with in this life, is to help clear a lot of that cellular memory and to help the women and men to really come back into their alignment and to live from their lion heart, their courageous hearts, and to really speak and let Source speak through them without fear, and to just live with transparency and live vulnerably, but powerfully at the same time. Like I kind of think of like Star Wars, like when the Jedi have to go into hiding, and, you know, there's all the darkness happening and Yoda goes into hiding, and Yoda's very wise, but there is the time when it's time for them to come back out and to start training the Jedi again to bring the balance. And I feel like that's what's happening.
Thank you. That's an excellent example and analogy. Thank you so much for that. I will really, really take that to heart and hang on to that and think about that.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, and when I basically working with the angels, I just trust them. And like, well, the next card I'm going to read is all about courage, so that's kind of interesting. That's what we're talking about. But basically, living courageously means not so much being tuned into what the humans around you are saying or feeling, because there's this sense of the collective consciousness reality, and it's an illusion. And if we are tuned in to higher source and we're listening there, this is where we find the solution. This is where we find healing and wholeness, and the answers are there. And so what I've really learned is to master being on the earth, but not being of it. Like walking amongst the humans, but not being needed to belong to them or to be accepted, but to just speak truthfully as a messenger for spirit. And I feel like the angels have told me I'm divinely protected. They protect me very much, and I don't have any fear of that. But at the same time, I have great intuition and I have great discernment. And so if something felt off, I would know, like, this isn't where I'm needing to go speak. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so you just get more powerful in your discernment. And I feel like there's so many on the planet right now that are ready to hear the truth and that are wanting it, and they're wanting to remember how powerful they are. And so basically what the angels have called me in to do is to help bring that balance. And they said that I'm here to be a messenger for spirit, and I'm like a bridge assistant, where the humans, I took human form, but I'm so tuned into the angelic realm, and it's to help the humans to remember spirit and to connect there. And to see me as a human helps them to kind of identify and understand more than if I was just like, you know, it's just invisible, go trust in the invisible friends. And so I'm kind of like the bridge assistant that helps encourage them to cross the bridge into sixth sensory living. And that way they can live more courageously and more synchronistically. And this is what's happening. It's happening all across the planet. We're going into higher vibrational frequencies, and it's time for truth tellers to come out and speak.
Yeah, that's the problem. When you're a teller, you say it, but it's truth sayer is what I was
Yes.
how I was identified 30 years ago. And boy, let me tell you, you can get annihilated for telling the truth on this planet, because, as Buddha said, the truth is a point of enlightenment, and the planet is a very unenlightened place at the time. So it's not a very clear subject, the truth.
Indeed. Yeah, and this is why it's what the way I work is I allow the angels to summon souls into me that are ready to understand and ready to come into their power. But there's never like where I'm going and finding people and saving them, and like I need to push it on them or force it. And I think that's a really important understanding, because it's where some of the most beautiful parts of religion can be really messed up, because we start projecting and controlling and trying to force people. And it's really about just allowing those who are ready for that understanding to come in. And there's many, like you say, when Spirit will channel truth through me, some of the souls that work with me, they love it. And they are so grateful for how truthful and blunt and clear they'll speak messages through me. But at other times, I've learned not to take it personally when you speak truth and some souls retreat from you. They just scatter because they're like, we do not want that. We're not ready for that light. That's intense. And so they scatter into the shadows. And that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but at the same time, I've really experienced this. The dark is so attracted to the light.
Indeed. Yeah.
So it moves towards it, but then it's like it gets burned. Hey, you know what? Tanya just walked in. She just brought Alfie back, and his little friend. I was wondering, could you show her? She's just seeing you on the screen for the first time. Could you show her Honey one more time?
Yes, I sure will. Hold on just a sec. Come here, baby. You want to say hi to Tanya? Come here. Oh, baby. Come here. Come here. It's okay. Oh, please.
It was great. It was really
awkward. Can you say hi? Okay, so go ahead and talk to her.
Say hello. Hi, honey. Honey.
Yeah.
Hi, girl. It's Tanya. Hey, boo-boo. Hey, honey. Hi, honey. She's looking.
She's looking around like, where is she?
Hey, honey. I love you. I love you. Alfie's here. Alfie's here.
For Alfie?
She's getting confused.
You looking for Alfie?
Yeah, she's like, where is all these voices coming from?
Alfie's looking for, Alfie's looking for Honey. He's running throughout the house trying to find her. Missing everything. Oh, she looks great. You look so good, boo-boo. Yes, you do. Oh, you look good. Thank you so much.
She's jumping down now. There you go, baby.
Okay,
yeah, it's just, she's like kind of awkward sitting on my lap. Did you hear her? She's so sweet.
She's a doll.
You recognize that voice?
Sorry, we're managing cups now. We've got
no worries. Well, thank you for calling in. It was so great to chat with you, and
sure,
there's some amazing things happening.
Yes, again, thank you for the good work, and thank you for sharing. Your comments are very, very enlightened, and I'm very impressed. I really am. So it's been a great pleasure to meet you, and obviously, Honey brought us all together, and hopefully, Tanya and I will continue on.
Yes, we'll see where this adventure leads. Yeah.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, you and Honey will have to come see us, and Tanya and I and the pugs will come see you and Honey sometime.
Sounds good. Sounds perfect.
Okay, Honey. So I'm going to close for now, and I guess is this it? You just speak for an hour, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're done for the day then, yeah. Okay,
yeah, pretty much close. I'm going to just finish this card and then close off. So,
okay, cool. Okay.
Thank you so much for calling, and good luck with everything with Alfie. I'll be sending some frequencies from here too.
Okay, thank you so much, sweetheart.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay,
have a beautiful, blessed day, ladies.
Okay, aloha. Mahalo nui.
Aloha. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, that was awesome to have her call in live. So
Okay.
I was hoping she would, and that's
great.
the woman, her and Tanya are the ones that I met that were fostering Honey Girl that I met in Hawaii. So I'm going to end with this card. We were talking about what Mayan was talking about is like how courageous it is, and she sees that me speaking so publicly, and it does take courage, and there's not everyone on the planet that's going to be celebrating this kind of truth, and for some it's amazing, and for others it's very frightening, because to have someone speak such truth of consciousness really can challenge belief systems that have been in place for lifetimes. And so sometimes when we're caught up in that fearful, again, like I was explaining, the little small personality of the ego, it can get pretty nasty and try to, knock other energies down into submission, because it doesn't like that the truth would say that all of us are important and all of us are powerful and all of us are special. And so if we identify with the collective consciousness of ego's whole thing is about being superior or inferior and creating separation. And so if we're not wanting to any longer identify with that, we need to start meditating more and connecting with Source, and remember we are the ocean. Remember our soul connection. So I'm going to read this last card as Koa, which is brave, bold, and fearless. It stands for courage. And so courage is the willingness to push through even when fear is taunting or traumatizing you. Fear is a liar. Fear can hijack your thoughts and derail you from your heart's knowing and your deeper purpose. To be brave, bold, and fearless, you must change your thoughts. You must silence the lies and courageously stay true to your higher calling. And I feel like that is such an amazing card, because so many of the souls that I'm working with, their main thing that they go through in the beginning is really focusing their thoughts and keeping their thoughts focused on love, focused on abundance, on wholeness, on healing, on goodness. Because when we're not careful, we start to focus our thoughts on fear, and we will co-create through those thoughts. And then we start talking about the fear. Now we're spreading black magic. And so when I was talking about the black magic and the white magic, I encourage you all to start seeing yourselves as white magicians, meaning that you are the light bringers. You are the light. You are the love. And through your thoughts, you see purity. You think pure thoughts. As a healer, when I see clients and they tell me their problems and things that are going on, I tune into that and I understand that that's going on there vibrationally. But what I focus on is their wholeness. I focus and see their wholeness. I see their higher self. I see their strength. I see the healing. I see the miracles, and I call them forth. And if their souls are ready to participate with me, we create miracles together. And so if each of us can see that we are powerful co-creators with Source, we can start thinking positively. And this is it's a daily thing. I may have a thought come in of negative, oh man, you suck, you messed up on that, Tanya. That little thought can either take me down in vibration if I keep feeding it, or I could go, wait a minute, I don't suck. I'm getting better every day. Sure, I made a mistake according to some. I'm learning, and I'm getting stronger, and I'm getting smarter, and I'm getting wiser. And so just by shifting that, now I'm focusing on the positive, I'm focusing on my strengths, I'm focusing on the good. We could do it with sickness. Someone's like, you have the sickness, it can never be cured. Oh God, the thoughts start spinning, fear kicks in. But then we can catch that and go, you know what? Anything can be healed. Anything can be cured. I am a powerful creator. I am calling back my power. I am calling forth my wholeness. I am deserving of healing. I am deserving of wholeness. I am deserving of this miracle. I love and accept myself completely. So these thoughts will raise the vibration. The cells in the body will start to heal and repair themselves very quickly, as opposed to thinking the low vibrational thoughts, which will start to tear the cells apart. And this is why when we're not in a place of ease and relaxation, we create dis-ease, sickness. So if you guys can all just this next week, well, before next Sunday when we tune in again together, I encourage you to practice stillness throughout the day. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. It doesn't need to be all in one time, but I encourage you to practice time to be still and calm and connect with your breath. If you can't stop the negative thoughts, connect with the breath, and observe the thoughts rushing by like a river. Just watch them. Wow, look at those thoughts go. Woo, I got some negative shit coming through today.